Testing, testing. Gonna run a mic today. No music, so we should be okay. I won't sing along. It won't be terrible. Oh, just getting the screen set up. About to do a little drift and then take a little nap. Gotta work tonight. Just got off work this morning. It was stressful, so now we're home. We can get rid of some stress by stressing myself out more going on the Nürburgring. Never really drifted it. I've done little, it's popped up on free play every now and then, but I've never really drifted the whole track. They keep changing the homepage on my YouTube. I'm like, where's my buttons? But I found them. I found them. Just gotta take care of the shares. Put this out there for the 5 people that pay attention. Although they're probably not awake. But you never know. You never know. Alright, we got that one took care of. To the farce book. Although I don't even know if people even mess with Facebook anymore. 90% of the time when I'm scrolling through there, I see like 2 posts by my friends, and the rest is all ads or places I didn't even follow. I'm like, who are these people? It's always trying to feed me more garbage, I guess. Get that. Better progress the page before it crashes on me. You leave it on that start page too long, it'll crash every time. We're gonna put a little pinned message down here in the chat. That so we don't wind up with an echo on the mic. At least I know the mic is coming through, so we got that going for us. Spell check is telling me Nordschliefe's not a word. Yes, it is. It's the funnest track in the world to just take a car on and kill time. Pardon the K word, I guess. Well, that ain't what I wanted to do. Let's try this again. It's too many F's. Well, there are times when my typing makes me think I'm having a stroke halfway through. Of course, there's no telling if I'm going to leave the music off, because if I'm driving poorly, I'm going to turn it on, and then, well, I don't know, mute me. I can't help myself. Singing along happens, and I know I don't have the world's greatest, yeah, I don't have the world's anywhere near singing voice. Let's just say, you're better off listening to two cats doing what cats do. Moistly. I should have left it like that. Mostly. There we go. Responding, I'm not on the track, Reese on. Good Lord. Maybe I shouldn't drift. I can't type. What makes me think I can drive? Let's see what we wrote. Make sure we don't look too stupid. Capitalize this. You see the letter? Here we go. Proper punctuation. We don't want the grammar police to come get me. They'll probably come get me anyway. They'll find a way I wrote something wrong. There we go. Wish I could pen more than one message, but I don't plan on typing anything else down there, so unless y'all chat it up, that'll be there. Alright. Oh look, there's something in what's new. I'll bet it's just a livery share. Ain't nothing new. Yeah, layer group reward. We don't care. Alright, it's to the race. We'll go free play. We could go rivals, but that means I need to turn on the drift meter. And I'm too lazy for that. This one, I do believe, is the good one. Out of the ones I have, this one drifts the best. To the right. Don't forget how the alphabet works. Oh, there it went. Nordschliefe. Time of day doesn't matter. I have learned. I don't care about that. Thunderclouds, man. Thunderclouds are the best ones. I really shouldn't use the little POV hat. And I will probably never finish a lap on this. Or finish the timer. When we get tired of one car, or when it feels like this car isn't doing well, we'll try a different one. I don't expect too many viewers. It's a Sunday morning. People go to church. I think it's Sunday. I lost track. Yeah, Sunday. Pedals are working. I really need to tighten the knob up on my shifter. The 8-ball's become a spinner. But it ain't coming off, so that's always a good thing, right? Let's see what we got this car set up like. Well, I guess I never noticed the thunder in the background. I haven't been running the mic, so the headset hasn't been on, and the TV probably doesn't put out nearly the same kind of sound. 195, 364, sure. All that looks nice. Take that down another notch. I remember it was kind of sticking the other day. Well, no more procrastination. Not that I really procrastinated. We checked the car out. Well, we're gonna have to turn that down. That is entirely too loud. This, like I said, could go well, could go terribly. whoa. Careful now. Gotta be careful in creek. Well, I didn't really damage the car in drifting, but I know in free-play circuit races, damage is on. Set up the circuit race stuff with mostly the time trial. Set the wheel to zero. The driver comes and don't put anybody else on the track. Almost got that right. Touch the curbs. Trying to decide if I'm trying to do the backwards on the straightaway or just try to get to the end of it so I can get to the curves. It's not exactly one of those tracks where you're trying for the whole track, but it's fun to try. Oh, I can't believe they let me keep my notes. Oh, all the way back in the day. Problem with the nurb, it's not very wide. Silvy is not exactly wide. It's not a long car. It's not exactly like quite a short car. The nurb would be real good. Outside, don't go up and down with the bike. Because I don't imagine that'd be a fun place to drift, to be off of drifting in front of me. Oh, yep, I was right. I dipped a toe in it. Good shot. So I'm pretty sure the top line. Drifting but straight, if that makes sense. So I can get down the straight away a little faster. Just going back, watch for the channel. Hit the like button. And the subscribe. See what happens. Try to spin out. Maybe the spiral is what gets me. Alterations to downward tuning. Just easy to say out there. There's a curve right there. Just begging for me to get out there. 195 grand. Remember that number. Restart. Any earned credits next week? Of course they will be saved. I mean, I don't really need it. I got like 10 grand. I don't even remember if I did a motor swap on this. There's them thunderclouds again. God, I love that. Heard me a version of the Thunder Rolls the other day that was just... Oh wait, we need to go here first. See what we got for left for parts. Pretty sure this thing is topped. Oh wait, we can get a little more out of it with the displacement. Let's see, 800 takes us to 573 torque. We'll gain 10 pounds. We still got pistons left too. I don't know why it always swaps back over. Gain about 4 or 6 more torques. We'll take it. Every little bit helps. Are we fully weight reduced? Yes, we are. We're not running any weird tires. I like the wheels that are on it. Everything we need on the drivetrain. We don't run any of that stuff. We are motor swapped. We tossed a 3.7 in it. What's the next one up? 6.2 V8. Man, I really like the way this thing drifts in other places. I'd hate to overpower it with the next level motor. But it gives us a more even power band. You know what? Let's do this. Save. That'll do. Now we can swap back. Now we can go and throw the V8 in it and totally destroy the way the car drives, more than likely. separation conversion. You know what, we're going to wait on the supercharger. We'll add it in a minute. Now for the fun part. Faster moves the controller. Let's see. Horsepower. There we are. Skip the ignition. See, it's staying nice and even. Why you change every time? You're driving me crazy with that. Anybody remember what it was with the V6 supercharged? I already forgot. I know we were 800 horses with the supercharger, but our torque was like 570 or almost 580 maybe. So the power band's a little different. 0.29. And I do believe with the supercharger we were 0.1 something. Oh well. Oh well, nothing else has changed, so we're going to confirm that. And we're probably just going to hop out, do the first few corners, see what she feels like once the tires are good and hot. We already know that we need more of this, but we know that we also have less power right now than we had a second ago. Let's see if she spins them in second gear. Sure, I'm gonna be able to carry that eventually. brake again. Let's go make some adjustments. I like the V8 a little better. She does seem to pull a little harder, but we gotta put at least the first level supercharger on there, I think. And we need to adjust our dampers. I missed something. I feel like I did. Missed the amplifier. Didn't miss anything in the engine. Everybody's maxed in here. Where's that put us? Oh yeah, yeah. See, the first level of supercharger is hitting higher than the fully modded V6, which, you know, shouldn't be a surprise. You got extra cylinders, bigger ones. We'll see how that works out. Definitely go down to 3.5, see how that works out for us. Drop that a little bit. Just so around. May have to raise the car up a little bit. I don't want to get too crazy. We'll go 6 even. It's down to like 14. I don't want to create too much drift, but I do want it to stay on the track instead of flying off in the air. Always got to make sure you got your brake pressure set to where, well, in time trial you don't want it to lock. In this, well, maybe. Too much brake pressure, the car reacts in a way that I don't care for. I'll get back out on the track here in just a second. Well, my internet all of a sudden just went to in the red. Let's go fix this while I'm out. I could just sit and listen to the thunder and leave these headset on when I go to bed and leave the game running. I do believe we'll be taking out the third. Lost it. How well I know the track. The minute I start drifting, my brain gets everything. first time. That hurt. Car bounced. Guess you didn't like it down there. Smoky back there. This gear is not the way I have things set up. 879, 846. She feels better, but I swear she got bouncier. Hey now, just sit still, Mr. Wheel. I didn't like the way I exited the track, I guess. Only reason I'm putting this on is so I can widen the gears some more. 777. We're still in A class. What's it go to if we go all the way? 1,000 horsepower. 834 pounds of torque. Wow. We'll go a step at a time. No need to be crazy. Drop this down to 38. Take this all the way down to 3.2. Puts us at 90 in second gear and 31 in third. I mean, I could go full custom transmission, but I ain't smart enough to adjust it. I'm gonna go a notch up on that, but we're taking that one down another. Come off with you twitchy little bad words. Bad words. Alright, we'll use the keyboard. My POV hat is a knob. Yeah. It's very twitchy. Alright. That should help out a little bit. Brakes were about perfect. I gotta be right back in about a minute or so. That's better. And all the liquids you drink, they gotta come out eventually, I guess. Speaking of which, I need to pick up some more of those. I really wish the paint program didn't like to do weird things to my vinyls. I can't imagine what this car would look like if it hadn't skewed a bunch of them when I exited. The game had so much potential, and they just abandoned it for that other game that's, sorry, not nearly as good. I mean, you can drift on there, but so can any 2-year-old. Although, you know, that's not being fair. I watched a video the other day of this 4-year-old little girl racing on, I think it was iRacing or Autumn. It was one of the actual sims, and I wouldn't want to race her. She was much better than me. All right, are we crazy now? Yeah, let's go ahead and get on the track and find out that we overpowered the car. Third gear. Oh wait, I'll bet she'd spin the tires in fourth. Boy, listen to that. She did, but she didn't care for it. sideways as I was hoping. I'm off the track up there. I would have beat my score too. too. Somebody forgot to turn their soundbar off before racing again, and the screen just went black on me. Give me a second. We're gonna lose those points, I'm sure. Always forget about that thing. The last thing I thought about, the first day I bought the soundbar, I may have been too aggressive trying to get the batteries out of it, and the remote might have been shattered. So I can't change the sleep time on it until I get a replacement remote. I was in good shape. So on occasion, I'll be drifting great, and the screen will just go black. It picks the worst time to do it every time. It never does it on a straight up. Always gonna clear. Church together. Stream more often on this in the early mornings. Ooh, shouldn't have looked at the chat to see how many screen to see how many people were watching. I should definitely know the people. Better reason I use the microphone. learned to get through that curve yet. So we'll just skip it. Let's see how much power you can put in it and how long you can keep it sideways. I just recently started using either wheel load. Replace my clutch pedal instead. I don't have any issues. But it was a cheap one, so it didn't really like a buck and a half rate. Truck would be about 5 inches wide. Goodness, that's a long trip. Alright, let's give her one more try in a different car. And then I probably should get some sleep. I've been up since 2 o'clock yesterday. Then worked all night. And then my brain's like, hey, wanna drift? It's a terrible idea. I'm gonna take us a little short break. get some more of the liquid refreshments and toss a cigarette down my. No need for any upgrades on this car. She's perfect for every other track. We'll see how she likes nurb. Been trying one of these mushroom coffee things. I'm gonna tell you, they taste absolutely horrible. But it does help if you add like a hot chocolate mix to it or something. Supposedly they're good for me, so I'll give it a try. I need anything that helps with my energy level without, drinking energy drinks like they're freaking water. If you're enjoying yourself, you should, tap that little thumb button over there. The more of those I get, the more people will watch this video later when it's just published. I'm trying to make it to the 50 mark on subscribers. Plan on doing some live streams from the river when I go fishing. But can't live stream on my GoPro without at least 50 of y'all. Supposedly, or at least that's what it tells me. I don't have a laptop I can roll with me out there, and it's kind of hard to tote a desktop computer with you. Or I would just use OBS out there. They got me a little Starlink, and that thing works everywhere so far. And it's the same speed out there as it is at my house. Highly recommend it. I got rid of cable to get it. That storm in this game sounds really wicked. You would think it was going to start raining any second now. Alright, let's give this a shot. Tire walls are not pleasant. when you looking through one eye, it's telling you you need to close the other one. That's all I got. But if you want to watch more, there's a whole 500 and something videos on my channel. I suggest looking in the live tab, not the uploaded videos tab, unless you want to see my paint jobs and hear me sing away too much. In that case, I warned you. That's all I'm going to say. I warned you. Most of my live streams are recent. I don't usually turn the mic on, and because, well, for one thing, it's a distraction. And another is I usually have music going, and I can't let y'all listen to the music as well. YouTube will be like, that's a copyright problem, sir. I won't let the video stay up. So I sing along. But I do let you see what I'm listening to, and I tell people all the time, just load up your own playlist if you want some music while you watch me drift, because I'm usually totally silent. I drift much better when I'm not talking. The voices in my head tell me to shut up all the time. But that's all I got for now. I'm going to have to finish that Sylvia eventually, get her tuned up. Well, yes, sir. Until then, y'all take it easy.